Yes, sir.
Dr. Spence, at this time, we'll be pleased to receive the superintendent's report.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, members of the board. As I mentioned in August, just briefly, I've been able to add a report to the first meeting of the month so that we can share 5 great takeaways for our board and our community to have about our division. So let me just dive right in. First up, we officially launched a brand new academy for the division this month, which is the Entrepreneurship and Business Academy, or the EBA, at Kempsville High School. It held its ribbon cutting ceremony yesterday afternoon, and we welcomed more than 100 members of the academy's inaugural class and heard comments from a couple of the students about this incredible opportunity. Of course, as you know, last year this board unanimously approved the academy, which will give students from across our city the opportunity to learn about best practices in business, understand the realities of launching their own businesses, and perhaps most importantly, come together with fellow students to learn how to create inspiring work that will help change our community. Second, mark your calendars for Wednesday, September 14th. That is when the Virginia Department of Education is scheduled to release its official state accreditation ratings. As we have shared, we are projecting that 94%, or 77 out of our 82 tested schools, will earn full SOL accreditation. This is a 5% increase from last year. We did have 5 schools who missed accreditation, but they were by narrow margins, and in fact, out of the nearly 158,000 tests administered across Virginia Beach City Public Schools, we were just 47 tests passed short of meeting full accreditation benchmarks in all of our schools. So I think that's phenomenal work on the part of our teachers and our leadership. Up third, 2 of our schools, Kempsville Elementary and Lansdowne Middle School, have been named Virginia Naturally Schools by the Department of Game and Inland Fisheries. Kempsville and Lansdowne were 2 of just 66 schools in the state honored with this award. According to the Department of Game and Inland Fisheries, this honor acknowledges outstanding efforts made by Virginia schools to increase environmental awareness and stewardship amongst their students. So congratulations to both of these schools. Our board, of course, is already aware of the importance that our division places on sustainable practices in our schools and our buildings, but we're also committed to integrating sustainability concepts into our curriculum in order to raise awareness and increase student-led sustainability initiatives and practices. Also, I mentioned this last month, but it does bear repeating. This Friday, our entire 5th grade class, which is more than 5,000 students, will be headed over to the Naval Air Station Oceana on Friday for a STEM Lab Day. There, students will learn and take part in exhibits from a host of community partners, including NASA Langley, the Office of Naval Research, and the Naval Research Laboratory, and the U.S. Fleet Forces Command's Environmental Stewards of the Sea programs, just to name a few. And on top of that, our 5th graders get to see a pretty cool special performance from the Blue Angels. We think it's going to be a great experience for all of them, so make sure you're following our VB Schools Facebook and Twitter, Instagram, and Periscope pages and links for images and video from the day. Just yesterday, 5th grade teacher and former citywide Teacher of the Year Brad Ward from Rosemont Elementary School had the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to fly with the Blue Angels. So he eagerly talked about that experience with his students today, and they can't wait to join the rest of their peers across the city on Friday. Finally, at number 5, of course, is the fact that yesterday our schools opened efficiently, safely, and with much excitement as 68,000 students joined our teachers, administrators, and staff to kick off the 2016-17 school year. So truthfully, words alone won't do the day justice, so if you'll give us just a minute and watch on screen here for a quick video from our first day of school. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. That concludes my report.
Thank you, Dr. Spence.